right, so welcome to today's episode. I think it's episode 7 of Puro Laro. And today is a very interesting topic. Basically, this is one of the questions probably that has clogged my mind, particularly on the gaming industry. The gaming industry, of course, is a male-dominated industry. Pero we're wondering, since we are aware naman na may mga babae talaga na naglalaro and all that. Pero the thing is, are we even aware of their experiences, kung ano ba nangyayari? Okay ba talaga ang gaming industry, lalo na yung male-dominated na ganito, sa mga kababaihan? We've got women guests today, but let me first introduce our usual regulars. I have John for today. Again, my silent partner.
Hello.
Right. And we have Rainier, who's coming back. The return of the comeback of Rainier.
Hi everyone. Nandito pagpa-plug lang ako. Nandito ako sa Startup Village. Very nice place. So check it out. startupvillage.ph.
Yun, para sa mga gusto mag-startup company dyan yan. Just check it out. We have one of our guests. She is a Tekken Pro. Malupit to mga kapatid. She's also a video game streamer. We have on the line Alexa.
Hi, hello everyone. Hello.
Yeah. So, Alexa, you just go by Alexa, di ba?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And now we have an old workmate of mine coming from, she was also a tech contributor for Raptor. And right now she's working in Singapore. I let her mention the company because it's brand new to me. All right, we have on the line Nadine.
Hi, this is Nadine. Nice to meet you all. I'm not working in Singapore, but I am working with a Singaporean gaming publishing company called Game Access.
Okay, so right now, the reason why we have them on the line, like I said, is paano ba talaga ang gaming sa women in general, women in the gaming industry. We're just gonna focus on the Filipino experience, kung ano ba talaga to. Let's start with Alexa. So, Alexa,
Yeah.
okay, so kumusta ang experience ba? Okay ba so far? I mean, how did you first start? Let's start with you. How did you first start?
I was originally from Street Fighter 4 Vanilla.
Okay.
I was competing in tournament. And then I was always a big fan of MOBA games like Dota 1, and then I wanted to play Dota 2, but my computer at the time couldn't handle it, so I installed League of Legends. It was around season 3 of League of Legends, and I don't know, I became so good at the game, and then I reached Diamond 1.
Yun.
And then I was scouted by this company that they were doing a show about an all-girl team. And so I met another high-ranking girl, and she's also a streamer. And from there on, we started this all-girl team, and we became a pro after we got sponsored by this popular internet cafe called War Gods Pro Gaming.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how I started.
Wow. So, how is it so far? How's the experience so far? Kasi, I mean, video game streaming is pretty new. Particularly sa mga Filipinos, pero it's taking off kasi
Yeah, it's really big now.
Oo nga eh. So almost everyone, may mga casters na tayo na Pinoy, dati nanonood lang tayo. So how's the experience so far?
In terms of video game streaming, it's okay. It's fun, but there will always be double standards. Like for example, I'm playing Tekken, and even though I'm doing so well, like, some people would go to my stream and be like, oh, like, she's a girl, like, there's no way she can be good. And then, yeah, like that.
So may doubts, ganon. Do you think, is it just because of your gender, or is it because just of anything else?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because some girls, like, it's 2018, you can wear anything you want. Sometimes you'll be wearing like a spaghetti strap, and even though you're playing really, really well, and some people would just troll you and be like, oh, the reason why she's half naked, and that's why she's a girl, that's why you guys are watching her, she's not even good. Like, no matter how good your gameplay is, it gets disregarded so fast once they see you're a girl. Like, I mean,
Mm.
that happens a lot to me. But
Mm.
that's definitely not the worst experience I've got so
Mm.
far as me being, because I joined a lot of tournaments, like a lot.
Live tong tournament sa to or online?
Like there is this one time at TNC Grand Finale at it was around 2014. We were
Mm.
at the stage match grand finals. We were the last girl group standing,
Mm.
and a guy approached me and he said he was a big fan. You know,
Mm.
he's been following me around, and
Mm.
he gave me food and stuff like that. And then it turns out like he put something in it, so that's kind of creepy.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So literally following you around pala to, stalker pala to.
yeah,
Ano?
yeah.
Hala siya. Okay. So Nadine, ikaw, any similar experience when it comes to double standards? Kasi you're basically a journalist for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre, automatically, ang first probable mga employees nila is mga male and all that. So how's your experience so far, both here and in the Singapore company?
I mean, so for the most part, locally, maybe because I don't know, maybe because I've known these people for so long, these guys for so long, I don't feel any issues
Mm-mm.
within the companies that I work with. I
Mm-mm.
don't I don't see any issues. I mean, at the same time, they wouldn't give me the opportunity to write for them if they thought that I wasn't capable enough.
Mm.
That being said, experiences doing actual reporting, meeting other people, going outside,
Mm.
whether locally or even outside. When I remember, I was, um, I think one of my best and worst experiences of sexism basically happening was I was in line for Gran Turismo at E3, and there was this guy who basically was behind me. So nakapila kami,
Mm.
and he goes and says, "Oh, I think you're in the wrong line." I was like, "Sorry, this is the Gran Turismo line, right? I signed up for this a while ago." And I said, "Oh, you really going to play this game?" So in the first off,
Yun. Oo.
it's like, "You're really going to play this game?" So parang, "Excuse me?"
May tono na eh, no?
May tono
May
na, may
tono.
tono na. So you're really going to play this game? So I was like, "Yeah, I will." I was like, "All right, oh, okay. I'm just saying. I hope I hope you've had enough practice." I'm like, sure, dude. Let's
Medyo
disregard
awkward.
parang, like let's disregard the fact na lang na parang we're strangers, we don't know each other, and
Oo.
okay. So I mean, I also call it the best part because hopefully it was an educational experience for him too, since I
Mm.
may not be a pro at Gran Turismo, but at
Mm.
the very least I have enough experience to know that I'm capable.
Mm.
So na third place naman ako, tapos ewan ko na lang kung ano yung place niya. Medyo
Game
kulelat.
tayo.
Alam mo, medyo kulelat siya eh.
Mm.
Game tayo eh.
Sometimes it's these moments na parang, sige
Ah,
pa, ano pa?
Oo
What
nga.
else? But even then, like here as well. But even way before I started getting into writing for Rappler,
Mm.
writing for Game Access,
Mm.
there was the sexism was actually what stopped me from even playing Dota 2. Um,
Mm.
so, laking internet cafe kasi ako eh. So, parang,
Okay.
if I don't have a chance, I mean, I don't have the setup to play online games
Oo.
because ridiculous internet connection and pangit yung PC
Mm.
ko. So,
Oo.
I'd go out to the internet cafe, and then this was the time na medyo umaangat na si Dota 2. So, parang
Oo.
ako, sige nga, try ko nga. Kasi I never got into the first Dota. Got into
Mm.
Dota 2, I wanted to try out, and I asked a friend if he could help me get into the game. And
Mm.
then, all boys internet cafe. Pero that time, I wasn't scared nun eh. Kasi I guess I was naive to think na, I think this was the first, one of the first moments na parang, shit, so hindi pala ganun ka-welcome ang women into playing video games. I was very, ano pa nun, so parang super excited pa ako. I was like, okay, he's going to teach me how this game goes. And then, I just remember very distinctively this guy shouting at me. It was like, shouting at me and my friend. And pwede ba magmura? Nakabahan
Okay lang, okay lang. As an example, pwede.
Sorry. But just, quote unquote, na-embed to sa utak ko eh. So,
Hmm.
putang ina, wag ka magdadala ng babae dito kasi alam mo namang hindi nila kaya maglaro.
Yun tayo.
Siguro parang mga 15, 14 lang ako nun. So, parang medyo na-shock talaga ako. So, at nahiya ako for my friend. And I said, sige, okay lang. Manunood na lang ako. And then,
Mm.
I just stuck there and I watched. And then, at that time, medyo, dun na rin ako okay, na-realize ko na rin yung pagkaka-toxic gaming culture natin. So, pero, parang yun na yung nag-turn off sa akin na, maybe, you know, maybe MOBAs are not for me. Those kind of competitive games are not for me. Except naglaro ako ng LOL. And then, yun lang naman. Pero casual lang. Pero after that, yeah, that was what turned me off completely na.
Against that. Particularly playing in an internet cafe. Alexa, meron ka bang naglaro ka na ba sa mga internet cafe na mga ganyan?
Yeah, of course. Kasi I had an older sister and she used to have her own internet cafe. Yeah. So, ganun din. Batang computer shop din ako back then. Kasi ever since I was a gamer. Like, yeah.
Pero tawag doon, ano naman yung experience mo sa mga, kasi syempre, when particularly a game, particularly Dota or League of Legends, di ba?
Yeah.
Pag heated na yung I mean, this is coming from a male perspective kung paano maglaro yung lalaki sa lalaki. So, andyan tayo sa tatawagin mo yung kalaban mo ng bobo. Or tatanga-tanga ka, or wala ka, or ganyan. Pero does it get to a point na parang bobo ka kasi babae ka?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I never had experience in real life, like sa computer shop that they call me like that. But okay, there's two experience. One in Dota 2, I was playing and I was actually carrying the team, and my team was playing so bad, and I had to talk to the because there's the voice chat in Dota 2, so I had to talk to them because they weren't listening, because I think they were Singaporean. I'm not sure, but they're not Filipino because in Dota 2 you play in Southeast Asia. And then I said, you guys stop focusing the tank and focus on the heater instead. And they just started saying, oh my God, we have a girl in the team. Oh, can you moan for us? Can you start moaning for us? And that's one. And then in League of Legends, because I'm a streamer for League of Legends, and there's this one instance that a couple of opponents recognized who I was, and then they started saying sobrang bastos stuff like towards me. Like it's not even like bobo ka. It was like super talagang bastos na, like very graphic and detailed. Yeah.
Okay. So, well,
Can I add? I mean, add lang ako.
Sige, Rainier.
I think yung mga ganun, hindi pa kasi sila nakakita ng girls. But yeah. But no, I'm just surprised. I haven't been in the Philippines for a while. Kaya I'm surprised that this happens kasi I've always thought that it was equal. Kasi 1996, I've been playing with Japanese girls. Kasi there was this girl nasa college. She was the only one who had the SNK console. Lahat kami naka-PlayStation, naka-Sega Saturn. Siya naka-SNK. So, kasi yun yung mahal di ba? So we were like playing together na King of Fighters, and she was kicking our ass. So kumbaga at that time pa, so 96 yun na, I knew that these of course baka sa Japan lang yun that would, kasi nga their culture is more on gaming, sanay na sila doon. So I know that there are a lot of good girl players out there, but I'm really surprised that it happens here na may ganun palang scenario.
Kasi I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, girls, kasi parang the stories that we're hearing right now are just the tip of the iceberg, in my opinion. Kasi I think they're still even holding back on the stories. Kasi I mean, this may be the first time you're listening, but this is a daily thing for them. This is a normal woman's life, not even considering gaming in general, pero in life in general. Basically walking in minefields. Kasi if they offend a man, magiging gender issue. Kasi a man that's pissed off would immediately point out, kasi babae ka eh. I mean, let's just think of driving. A woman driver gets flack for being a woman. Pero a male driver gets flack for being skillful. Ibig sabihin, ay bobong driver to. Pero sila, ay bobong driver to kasi babae. Which is, di mo naman alam kung saan galing yung bakit kailangan maging failure ka pag as a woman. I mean, I think it's a common problem now, particularly because gaming is so big. And we're dealing with teenagers, we're dealing with a lot of things, we're dealing with friends, and most of the women gamers, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, are mostly, they just logged in on their own. Most of their friends are not really gamer. Meron mga silang gamer ganyan, pero they stay away, or they'd rather not talk. They'd rather not reveal that they are women kasi nga mag-iiba na yung game. They're fighting not just the game itself, their opponents, but they're also fighting yung gender issue na nangyayari. So, siguro ang gusto ko lang, ang interesting lang sa akin, when it comes to, sa'yo muna Nadine, kasi you've been in the circles live. You've been to E3, right? So, how were you treated when it comes to E3? Or, kasi, of course, it's the Western Western, culture. Did you interview anyone there? Other female reporters?
Interestingly enough, every time I covered stories abroad, I'm usually the only girl in the group. I think it's very rare na may kasama ako. It was only once that I was with another girl, but even then we had to split up to cover the stories that we needed to cover. I mean, for many female reporters, and this isn't just from a local perspective, but I mean, if you can just, we can just go and read experiences of not just reporters but also developers, female developers. This is a constant struggle for them. Na, there's some sort of this, like, if we just look into the whole scandal at Riot, the whole bro culture coming out into play, it's the same. It's almost the same thing. And actually, and I'm not saying, and hindi ko sinasabi na this is good. For us in the Philippines, there's still so much more to work on. But honestly, for me, I feel like it's safer here than it is out there. Because at the very least here, from my experiences, yes, we have huge groups of male players who, we have huge groups of male players who instantly think, babae to, ingat tayo, baka hindi siya magaling, or it's either one of the two eh. It's either, babae to, ingat tayo, baka hindi siya magaling, or babae to, sexy to, they completely forget about the game and then they focus about, there's this woman who's playing with them. And I also get then whenever I play online, the minute they find out na I'm a woman, they say, I don't know if Alexa has experienced this, but they instantly go, say, I wish I had a girlfriend like you, girl gamer ka, ganyan, ganyan. So the conversation changes from the game, which is what we're interested in about, to suddenly becoming
Yes, that's true. I
focus
get
sa
that.
akin, or focus sa babae na, it's unwanted attention. And back to what I was saying, it's worse there than it is here. But I'm only saying this because at the very least, when live streaming became a huge thing here in the Philippines, and gamers are becoming more popular, gamers are getting their own followings. At the very least, we have women who are at the forefront na rin, like Alexa, and we have Alodia and Ashley and all these ladies, Susie Soros, all these ladies are more prominent. And this is just my observation. Parang pinag-iisipan ko lang, kaya siguro medyo at least dito tame pa. But out there, it's much worse. But even so, there's still a lot of work to do, in a sense na men have to be more aware that women play video games regardless of their skill, regardless of
Yep.
regardless of what they're into, we
Yeah.
play video games just like you.
Hmm.
And just because we pick up a controller already means that you should just because we pick up a controller, it shouldn't be a big deal that a woman is playing with you. I feel like that's a thing for them. I feel like it's suddenly a big deal when a woman is playing video games. So they either look at her sex appeal, they look at the fact that, oh, she's a woman, oh my god, I
Hmm.
wish I had a girlfriend like her, or oh, is she actually good though? Parang ganun lang. It's like they can't believe that women can play video games. And
Exactly.
translating that to, or not translating, but applying that to abroad naman, it's different in the sense that it seems like they cannot believe that women can report about video games. It seems like they can't believe that women can develop video games. It seems like they cannot believe that, it feels like women have to do a bit more in order for them and for men to believe that it is certainly possible that women play video games. It is certainly
Oo nga.
possible that women produce video games. It is certainly
Mm.
possible that women write about the video game industry. And
Mm.
parang for me, I think that's the biggest issue here, that men cannot believe that this is a thing that women are picking up on, and so they have to think of different things, or different reasons, just
Oo
to
nga.
just to
They
make
can't
sense to them.
comprehend.
They cannot comprehend that this is a very
Oo.
real thing. Yeah, and I think for some, then it feels like we women are getting into their territory. Na parang, kumaga boys club, ano to this is a boys club. Why are you getting into our
Oo nga
space?
eh. Oo.
Kumaga, you have to be special in order to get into our space. You have to be sexy. You have to be good. You have to be all of these things.
Oo nga. So, Alexa, totoo ba yun? I mean,
I mean,
kung-
right now, honestly, wait lang, let me just throw in. Susie Sora was my first mate when we became pro team. She was my top laner for League of Legends.
okay.
And the company that I'm working on is from Tier 1, and it's actually Alodia is the CEO.
Oo.
Yeah, so I mean, I think right now people the gaming community is actually kind of toning down when it comes to like the sexism. I mean, it's not entirely gone, pero super
Mm.
toned down na siya. Kasi I mean, Dota 2, we have Team Asterisk, all-girl group. Meron tayong Girl Gamer Esports Festival hosted by Sephora. Tapos meron din
Mm.
tayong last month lang yung Fortnite Ladies Night where they held tournaments for an all-girl tournament, and people were expecting that it's gonna be a mess, it's gonna be like really bad, but it turns out that those girls are actually really really good, and I think those things actually gained respect towards like the community.
Mm.
Yeah, like right now, actually, the streaming industry, the top streamers are actually female. For
Yeah.
example, Ashley Gashinfiao,
Mm.
Bianca Yao, Ate Ann Mateo, like they are the top streamer here in the Philippines. Riku, yeah. So
Mm.
it's definitely still there, but it's a bit toned down, especially this year.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was wondering when we go to esports, we have women divisions in the international, I think, and we have male divisions, of course. Let's just think on the future here. Sa tingin nyo, in the general gaming industry, not just in the Philippines, how far off are we in seeing like a team like OG composed of female pro gamers? Like a mixed, hindi lang siya, kumbaga, hindi na natin siya tatawaging male and female categories. We're thinking of the OG team that
Here in
just
the Philippines?
no, actually in an entirety as a whole. How do you think how do we see that in the future na hindi makokompleto ang OG team kung wala tong star female gamer na to?
Actually,
Parang ganun.
that happened. That actually happened in an international of League of Legends.
Yeah,
It's
like
called the
the legend.
LCS. There's a girl. Her name is
Remilia.
Remilia. Yeah, she's Remilia. She was popping off the entire tournament, almost carrying them because she's so good at playing support. And then she actually quit the team because of the backlash she had on the live stream. It was so toxic that she couldn't handle it. Like instead of focusing on her gameplay, they were like, they were checking her out, objectifying her.
Ikaw, I mean, you're streaming, right? So, I
Mhm.
mean, when it comes to your of course, I'm thinking 99% of your followers and those in
Mhm.
chat are okay. Pero are there instances na meron talagang isang bad apple tapos everyone starts joining in?
A lot, a lot. Not just to me. There, I have a friend. She experienced this. She's a streamer because in sa Twitch you can host someone. Like for example, I have a big following, and then I'm gonna host you so that my follower can see you. And so there's this girl. She's a friend of mine. There's a popular mobile game streamer here in the Philippines. He's a guy, and then he hosted my friend, which is a girl. He hosted her, and then he actually said to his follower na, let's go to this girl's stream, and then they started spamming her with like hentai and like a lot of like
So
bastos,
parang
the
raid.
Japanese word. Yeah, it's like they raided her stream,
Oo.
and then they started spamming her like, oh, take it off, like hentai, like bukake,
Oh my God.
nakadashi, like stuff like that. And then, well, she wasn't having any of it. So what she did was she called our manager, our Twitch manager here in the Philippines. And then what happened was the guy was actually pissed off, and he was actually saying, oh, she was ungrateful. I was just there helping her, and she
Oh my
didn't even
God.
appreciate it. And we were all like, oh my God, like, is this guy for real?
Oo nga. Medyo the usual argument na parang tinutulungan ka na nga eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
Di
And it's
ba?
like if you're like that, of course your follower is gonna be like that because they look up to you. And if you say stuff like, oh, let's go to this girl stream and be like, hentai, and then like take it off, of course that's yeah.
Kasi ang analogy niyan parang ano eh, you have a junk shop, di ba?
Mhm.
Tapos you have a friend, tulungan kita, pero ang binigay niya sa'yo puro basura. So, alam mo
Yeah.
yun, di ba? So, instead of helping out, nakasama pa. So, yun medyo, I mean, I feel for you guys. I feel for because I have a daughter. So, and she loves playing Fortnite. But the one thing, I didn't warn her on this, pero I was saying na parang, but may mga friends ka ba sa Fortnite? Because it's her own account. So parang may mga friends ka ba sa Fortnite? Kasi sabi niya wala. Bakit? Kasi ayoko mag-chat. Kasi baka malaman nilang babae ako. So that's
If
a
she's a kid though,
13-year-old.
if she's a kid, like people on the internet, I mean, since they're anonymous, they say really vile stuff.
Yun nga.
Yeah.
So
It's even worse with a bunch of strangers online talaga.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Same thing. I have a 16-year-old who also plays Fortnite, but she plays with her friends. So I think yun okay na. Pero nga I think may ang issue dyan is I think this is a demographic issue. I think, and this is my view. I think those people who do those kind of things are probably in a bracket na na in their puberty stages pa. So kumbaga wala pa silang hindi pa sila they don't know yet how to to react. And first seriously, 2018 na, and
totoo yun.
if you think that girls still don't play, I think you've been living under a cave.
Exactly.
Seriously, it's 2018. Come
So
on.
many girls in the pro scene. There is Acer Scarlet in StarCraft. There is Kayo Sato. There's Tano Kana representing Tekken in Japan. There's Kawaii Face Miles, and it's just sobrang daming female pro here in the Philippines. And dami din.
And to say if somebody says, oh, girls don't create games, then they're really siguro in the moon or somewhere else, because when you guys were talking, I was thinking, how can there be no developer games? Yung one of the highest art directors of Naughty Dog, I think siya yung sa Detail, because I saw her dun sa interview ng Naughty Dog ng 30 years which is a woman. So girls are everywhere in the gaming industry. So yung mga, I think yung nagko-comment, so there's no girls in gaming, they have to go out and there and live in the real world para malaman nila.
Oh nga. I mean if if it's on my opinion, particularly dun sa siguro sa mga guys na may girlfriend kayo, ganyan. Tapos, if you really want your girlfriend to be interested, you go ahead and show her the ropes. Kumbaga parang, syempre interest mo yan, maging interesado siya kasi kayo. I know, yun naman yung isa yan sa mga, kaya na-invento namin itong name ng podcast, Puro Kalaro, kasi isa yan sa mga sinasabi ng girlfriend ko sa akin Puro Kalaro. So, and also my mom. So, I mean, the thing is, it's not the only thing to do, but it's something to do together. Not only that, kung like me, my daughter and everything, I expose her to like gaming and everything. Pero the interest should, like now she's playing Fortnite. I didn't say that she should play Fortnite and all that. I just told her, you should play some video games, ganyan kasi meron naman sa computer natin and everything. And she started this on her own. And the fact is, she's very good. She's better than her brother pagdating sa Fortnite. Kasi the only thing I see on her screen when I check her out is number 1 Battle Royale. Yun lang yun. So parang, I mean, may affinity ang women gamers, in my opinion, pagdating sa challenge din. So it's not just men who are challenged because we're playing game kasi gusto namin ma-challenge, gusto namin ng competition. So it's not inherent to male only. May maraming babae na gusto ma-challenge, lalo na sa panahon ngayon kasi parang you guys we men keep pushing women to a point where they have to fight back. So kung ngayon, in my opinion, I think talagang ganun din yung nafe-feel ngayon ng mga new generation ng women. That's why they're starting streaming. Kayo lang ba ang pwede dyan? Kasi the fact is, mas marami pang viewers ang mga babae kesa sa mga lalaki. For whatever the purpose is, mas marami talagang mas nabibilib pagdating sa gaming. I mean, this is the first time I've met Alexa and everything. But, I mean, I'm not better than her when it comes to Tekken kasi siya Tekken Pro siya di ba? So, expounding on that, Alexa, pagdating sa tournament, how many on like ratio and all that do you think are comprising of women, or are women really getting into this pro gaming thing?
In Tekken?
Oh, in Tekken, for your experience.
Oh, in Tekken, you don't mess with the girls in Tekken. Like I remember back in college, like after school, I would go to Glorieta Arcade kasi laking arcade ako. The girls, you'd see girls there kicking ass with like just like 50 winning streak.
Feeling ko na-meet mo na yung friend ko kasi lagi siya nasa Glorieta din playing Tekken.
What's her name? What's her name?
Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. Yeah. And then recently lang, I think it was like 3 months ago, they had a waifu tournament for girl gamers, for female girl Tekken players. And then malalakas talaga ang female gamer here in the Philippines. And depende din kasi sa community. Pero here in the Philippines, Tekken community, they respect female gamers because they know what's up and they're actually really, really good.
Exactly. I mean, let's move out of gaming. The current Asian Games is comprised of all female gold medalists. Hindi nga ako makapaniwala na parang nobody has mentioned that kasi parang the first gold medal that we had from female weightlifter. Tapos, the latest that I've heard is a female skateboardist. Diba? So, nanalo siya ng gold medal. So, when it comes to competitive nature, I don't think women we're lacking in that pagdating sa babae. So para sa mga nakikinig na listeners dyan, yung mga lalaki dyan, if you have been griefing women online because babae lang sila, I think again, kasi these girls can kick your ass. Diba? Ikaw, Rainier, you said you had a daughter that's 16 years old.
Yes.
And all your daughters, you have all daughters, right?
Oo.
Ayun. So,
marami, 4 sila.
Related sa'yo to, ha? So,
related. That I know of.
So, do you think, pagdating, kasi syempre, it comes with the territory na may mga mobile games, may mga iPad to, may mga ganyan. Are they getting into the gaming realm then? Or do you think some of them are have different,
Hindi. Sa in the house of Rainier, gaming is you game when you wanna game. So lahat
Ah.
sila may laptop, iPad, any device that they want. They play whenever they want to. Of course, school is always number one. Pero when they have time, it's okay for them to. And we game as a family. We always like play. We play co-op Diablo 3. Yung Tomb Raider. Yung may co-op the Tomb Raider. Yeah, we always game. So kumbaga, they're used to that. So okay, for me it's all okay. I mean, kasi gamer ako. So
Sabagay.
I want them to at saka if they want to game, it's fine. If they didn't want to, it's fine as well. Pero nga na they like it anyway. So
Oo nga.
I think
Who
it's
wouldn't,
good.
diba?
It's good.
Ayun. So, eto, I have a question here kasi this new, what do you call this, controversy with EA and Battlefield 5, okay? So, some are speculating, or many are speculating, that the main reason why Battlefield 5 and yung, what do you call this, yung pre-orders niya is failing is because they put a woman in World War II. So, I mean, narinig ko na yan Nadine. Okay, so what do you guys think about it? Nadine muna.
First off, I've seen you in Battlefield 5 trailer and everything, and there are a lot of things historically wrong with that.
Okay.
That being said,
Mhm.
I cannot. It one of the biggest controversies, of course, is because babae yung I mean the
Feeling ko yung main protagonist siya, di ba?
I believe so, but that's the thing. Parang it's funny that they also ask about oh yeah, but women in World War II, it's not historically accurate. But if you actually look, if you actually do your research, yeah, women were present in during the World War. It could be because of that. And honestly, it's a little disappointing if that really is the case, if it's because, you know, your reasoning for not buying a game is because it's not historically accurate. Pero it's like it's obvious it's just they many I've seen this so many times on Twitter and on Reddit. Like the reasoning for we're not buying this game because it's not historically accurate. That's just a guise for the truth that is we're not buying this game because the main protagonist is not. I mean, we cannot relate to the main protagonist who is female, and it's kind of funny that they say that it's because it's not historically accurate when this is Battlefield. And
Exactly.
there are so many things about Battlefield that is historically inaccurate, and you go for the one that's actually accurate pa na may babae sa World War II. So it's just so funny na parang I if I'm being optimistic, I'd like to hope that it's not the case. That it's not because I'd like to hope that it's 2018. Andito na tayo sa point na you have games where women are the main protagonists, like sa Life is Strange, The Last of Us, what else? Tomb Raider, obviously.
Tomb Raider, madami.
Ang dami. And now parang it's just nakakatawa lang na napaka-ironic na sasabihin nyo sa amin na ayaw namin bilhin tong larong to kasi historically inaccurate siya. When, excuse me, Battlefield to, maraming kabaliwan na nangyayari sa Battlefield. There are a lot of things inaccurate sa gameplay just to make the game more exciting, more,
Exactly.
of all things, of all the reasons, of all the excuses you can give, it has to be that pa. So parang, come on, let's not bullshit ourselves and just say na it's because we cannot relate to this character that we are not buying this game.
Meron pa isang argument. I'm not really sure of the source kasi they're arguing and the source I think is claiming as quote unquote feminist that the female character does not really cater to women in general. Meaning the character was created not because what do you call this? Not because they wanna give an ode to women in combat. Meron namang sila nagsasabi na parang they created the girl character because there are male players who want to play female characters. So the what do you call this? The female that was created there was for male players. So merong nag-argue ng ganon. So what do you think about it?
That's an interesting argument. No, it's made for male players. That being said, I know there are male players who
Hmm.
want to get into the game, who want to use like female characters, and that's
Hmm.
totally fine.
Hmm.
For that, then I don't see anything wrong if that's the case, right?
Hmm.
Kasi parang if it's just I don't see anything like for me I don't see anything wrong because if we put it that way, if we made the female character to cater to men who want
Ah.
to play female characters, o di parang kami din, parang
Ah.
we at one point we want to some of us would like to play games as male characters, or for example
Hmm.
in MMOs I've
Hmm.
literally made male characters because
Hmm.
I was scared of guys asking kung babae ka ba. And
Okay.
no, yeah, that's the reality of it sometimes. Like, sure, you get free stuff from time to time because guys think you're a girl and so they'll gift you things because
Hmm.
they want to court you online. But
Hmm.
it's parang it's the same thing. Women choose to sometimes women choose to play as male characters, maybe for the fun of it, maybe
Hmm.
because they want to protect themselves, and for a majority of the a majority of our entire whatever the entire time for a majority of modern gaming,
Hmm.
we're forced to play male characters because
Ah.
that's the only one we have. So I
Ah.
don't see anything wrong. It's just one game that you have to play as a different character from yourself.
Hmm.
And I mean, we've done it. I'm sure men can do it. And if the reasoning is because you want to cater to men who want to play as a female character, then it's a
Okay
win-win
lang.
situation, right?
Okay lang. So, yeah, I mean, Alexa, I mean,
Mhm.
you play Tekken. So, sino yung best character? Is it a male or a female character?
Me, it's Eliza. Yeah, it's a female character.
So, pero you've played, well, of course, pagdating sa Tekken kasi, it depends on the situation, di ba? So, what you're gonna use. Pero yung
Yeah.
main mo is a female character.
Yeah.
So,
I'm a female.
so just to expound on the issue that women also choose, also like
Yeah.
you didn't play Tekken just
Yeah.
because, ay, kasi may mga babae, kaya gusto ko
Yeah,
maglaro ng Tekken.
exactly. And
So,
I learned everyone, even the male character, because you need to know how to fight them, what the frames are, and their combos, and the strings of their move. So I did learn them. I do play them.
Tsaka sa Tekken, I mean, I think this is true or not, but if you confirm, kasi I think, kasi may mga ano, di ba, may mga high level characters pagdating
Yeah, like tier.
sa Tekken.
There are
Yung
tiers.
tiers niya. So mataas na tier ng character. This is mostly used on Major League, di ba? Parang ito yung palaging ginagamit. Pero is it true that one of the most famous Major League characters is the new one, which is from the Philippines, si Josie?
Josie is she's not very high.
She's not very high.
She's not very high. Yeah.
Okay. Kasi I've
Pero
seen
I don't believe it. I don't believe in the tier list kasi recently lang, a very si Me, a very popular like an international player, he won using Lily, and no one actually made it out of their pools using Lily. Like no one gets to top 20 using her, and he won the entire thing using her.
Kita mo. I mean, it's vice versa when it comes to that particular argument. Na it doesn't matter what character we use. It's either female or male or anything, because the important thing is we're playing. And it's also not important who the one playing is. Like,
I honestly feel like gender doesn't matter when it comes to video games. Like that's just my entire stand to this. Like it doesn't matter. Like
Exactly.
what's between your legs. It doesn't really matter. Like if you're bad at the game, you're bad at the game no matter like what your gender is.
So
Yeah.
basically the entire argument of like male, yung mga trolls na to, itong mga galit sa opposite sex na to pagdating sa game is
Yeah.
it's one of the reasons why they lose. They can't blame anything, so they blame the gender.
Yeah, they're gonna they always find something to blame. Like for example, yung kanina is all of sa Battlefield, right? There's also another topic like that when World of Warcraft, the Battle of Azeroth came out, and then Sylvanas Windrunner is the new Horde War Chief, and everyone's like, oh no, like a female cannot, she cannot lead. She cannot be a leader, and everyone like lost their mind. I'm like, what? But like if they actually did the research, Sylvanas Windrunner is actually a Ranger General of Silvermoon. So
Yep.
kind of doesn't make sense. Yeah. She was badass.
Yep.
I loved her ever since. Like when Arthas killed her and made her an undead, I knew she was gonna be badass.
When I play, I always use a female online female protagonist. Kahit sa D&D and almost any game.
I feel like if you choose a female avatar, like people like won't think you're female because there's so many catfish in the gaming industry.
I mean, I think now they're more aware that just because she's a female character doesn't mean she's female, okay?
Oo nga, kaya
so it's easier to confirm now. It's easier
like,
to confirm.
5 years ago, literally, I had...
possible.
Mga usapan pa Mau, babae ka ba? Mga ganun pa yung language na binabato sa akin ako.
Ko-confirm pa nila.
Or Mau, paad sa Facebook. Yun yung pinaka parang grabe.
Nagsisimula pa lang na yung Facebook eh.
I mean, my cousin got catfished, but like he was playing RuneScape, and he got catfished by this girl, and he actually gave her a lot of stuff, and then like a year after, that person claiming to be a girl actually confirmed that he was a guy named Andrew. It was kind of funny.
Yan tayo eh. Mapanlin lang.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. It's like
we have a Filipino term for that. We have actually, Chicxilog. It was Ragnarok online. They had the song. It was fun. It was so fun.
Chicxilog?
I think dun ata nagsimula lahat sa Ragnarok. Yung parang men disguising as women to get more things. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. The fact that, men have to disguise to get more things from, it already shows, parang for guys, it's unbelievable that women are playing. So, let's also reward women who play with, all these things. Parang, as what Alexa said, when it comes to gaming, your gender really shouldn't matter anymore, because especially now that everyone can just pick up any device, because games are everywhere. It's on any device. You can just. I have friends who aren't gamers, as in like they wouldn't describe themselves as gamers. Pero kung makapaglaro sila ng PUBG sa telepono, sa cellphone nila, abay parang talong-talo pa ako sa pagkaka-addict nila. And then they still do not call themselves gamers. And these are women. These are women who have like day-to-day jobs, literally waiting for their lunch, for lunchtime to play PUBG. That's parang we should, as I said, parang it's 2018 really. This is why.
Hindi na siya issue. I think, I mean, you're right on your point earlier, Nadine, na parang medyo mas okay nga yung acceptance natin as Filipinos when it comes to female gaming. Yes, I also have that experience na marami akong office mates before na sila pa yung nauuna na magyaya. What was this mobile game that's like Dota?
Mobile Legends?
Mobile Legends. So siya pa yung nauuna na parang Mobile Legends tara. Tapos yung, another male colleague was like, mamaya na, para ka namang sila pa talaga yung nangunguna. Kasi that's dedication or let's say addiction to gaming, it doesn't really have a gender when it comes to, pag gusto mo talaga yung laro, gusto mo, regardless of who you are. Tsaka ako, we've seen it all. I think most of our listeners have seen it all. Babae pa nangungula mag-post dyan na number 1 sila sa Mobile Legends, number 1 sila sa PUBG. Diba?
Very true. And
Oh,
I
diba?
think yun nga I think for us, at least in Philippines, it's still very bad, but it's not as bad as from what I've seen abroad. And that's
Mm-mm.
mostly because, we have female gamers who are really at the forefront talaga. As I mentioned earlier, we have, Alexa who's streaming. We
Mm-mm.
have of course sila Lodia, sila Ashley. I think because there's a lot more prominent female presence, you know, some mainstream, and also like in our little groups that,
Mm-mm.
at least I should know that at least by now one guy knows that one of his female friends should be playing games. I'm pretty sure that's a thing now. So I think
Mm-mm.
the more people, it's so silly that the more people are aware that, I think mas malakas yung awareness natin na may mga babaeng naglalaro dito rather
Mm-mm.
than like
Tsaka
abroad where it's
ano, toxicity when it comes to streaming is not inherent to like female ano yan, I mean male fans against female fans. So etong grupo na to na toxic kasi I think I've heard, I'm not really sure if it's this year, 'di ba? Na parang may isang celebrity na nag-stream siya tapos he got some flack or mga bastos na comments
Oh my
from
God, I was there. Yeah.
ando nga ba? Were you
And I bet actually wrote an article about that. And I actually knew who the girl was. That was,
talaga?
yeah, she was saying, like, choke me daddy, like, rape me.
Oh my
Oh
And,
god.
my god.
and we were so mad because, like, I feel like rape is never, like, a good joke. But, like, she
That's
was like,
right.
oh, like, rape me daddy, and, like, like, choke me. And we were like, yo, girl, like, you have a check on your name. Like, you're a partnered streamer as well. Like, what are you doing? And then it
Mm.
just, like, someone took a screen cap of it, and then it just exploded.
I know. I saw most of
Mm-hmm.
what the females given that they're, I mean, just to speculate if they were indeed female. So most of the streamers there were saying very obnoxious things or very hurtful things to the no kasi bastos na talaga yung dating. And it's always sexual in nature. So but this does not what do you call this? This does not negate, even though yung mga lalaking streamer din nakaka-experience ng ganyan. Pero
Mm-hmm.
when we look at the scope, I mean, when it comes to female streamers or female gamers in general, this does not negate the fact na may inherent sexism talaga when it comes to the female gender. Kasi
Mhm.
nga, 'di ba? I mean, we've already had evidence of that. You need to hide your gender online if you have a choice of getting like from a male or female perspective. May mga babae na sige maglalalaki na lang ako para makakapaglaro lang ako, hindi na magiging problema kung tatanungin nila ako na may babae ka ba ganyan ganyan, 'di ba? Kasi I mean for me my experience with it that my own family has moved on to that gender thing is that my son actually plays Minecraft. So he's that good that he hosts servers pagdating sa Minecraft. Pero I mean, sinasabi ko nga sa niya, can you not be mean to whoever you're playing? Kasi may narinig ako, may mga different nations, so American girl nakausap niya. And he's not he doesn't care. He doesn't care if you're female or not. I'm the leader of the server. You follow my orders, which is I think the ideal of what everyone wants. Meaning, wag mong isipin na babae ako. So magiging soft ka sa akin tapos hard ka sa mga lalaki. So treat them as equal. If you want an order, just tell them to do so. If they fail, chastise them for failing, not because they're women or not because they're men or anything like that, diba? So I think that's exactly what we want when it comes to gaming in general. Kumbaga parang walang gender dito. Ang usapan lang dito, magaling ka ba o hindi? Kasi rank to eh. Kasi rank to eh. Pag namatay ka, patay kami lahat eh. So yun. I mean, ano pa ba?
I think that's what it should be. Like, regardless of what the gender is, if you're really should flame him for literally playing bad, not because she's a girl. Just like
Hindi.
flame him like, oh my god, you're bad. But like not because you're a girl.
Kasi a girl would even be polite enough to say na parang noob ako, 'di ba? Well, hindi naman niya sasabihin na,
I
hindi naman
know,
niya sasabihin,
no. Like
'di
the
ba?
moment you pull that thing off, like they're gonna call
Ah,
you out as being pabebe or like.
Oo.
I think for you. I mean, like I have a high rank in Tekken and in League, pero like I never like they never called me out for being a girl for it. They usually just like trash me because I played really bad, and
Ah,
sometimes I appreciate them. Just like, oh my
ah.
god, Alex, you're so bad. You played really bad this time.
No, biro mo,
Yeah, sorry.
achievement na 'yon, 'di ba? Parang achievement na 'yon sa,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a female na parang, talaga? Sinisigawan mo ako kasi hindi ako
Because
magaling?
there are girls in the beginning of the fight.
Ah,
Hi, I'm a girl. Like, girl po ako. And like, that's
yun,
the quickest way. That's the quickest way for like
oo.
people to start flaming you.
Oo, that was what
Yeah.
I was pointing out. I mean, a bad gamer would initially say na parang, "Oh, bago lang ako, 'di ba? Noob lang ako." Pero you don't say na, "Oh, lalaki ako so or babae ako kaya maging ano, I mean, have
Go
mercy on me."
easy on
Parang,
me.
'di ba? Wala ganon.
It's kind of stupid to say like, oh, like have mercy on me. I
Uh,
That kind of makes
would slay away, you know.
it
mm,
also makes it worse for women in general because if you say, "Oh, please go easy on me. I'm a girl," parang oh,
mm.
tapos
No,
I mean,
Honestly, they won't get
parang
like
parang
they would kill you immediately.
in general, it's like if you say, "Oh, please go easy on me because I'm a girl," you're kind of demeaning the entire gender already. So
oo nga eh.
you're
Exactly.
not helping.
Minsan.
It's like I'm a girl and girls are bad. Like
Oo.
no.
Pero
Like
I wouldn't blame that girl who actually says that, because that's not coming from her, that's coming from a society that is
it could
against,
be,
'di
it could
ba?
be.
Parang, 'di
Mm-mm.
ba? Kasi nasabi niya na 'yon
Mhm.
kasi that's how she
It's the
knows it.
stigma. It's like it's the stigma in
Oo,
the video game
exactly.
that like if you're a girl, you're expected to be bad. And if
Oo.
you actually play good, they're like, oh wow, like you're a cool girl.
See, yun pa
They
eh, it's
start
like
admiring you.
Oo,
They
yun pa yung isang
start
caveat
treating you
eh, no?
differently. That's true. They start treating you differently once they found out that you're a girl and you actually play well. Like for example, me, whenever I'm playing Fortnite, like all my teammates would be like, Alexa, I have a scar here. You want to take the scar? You want to take the grenade launcher? And I'm like, yo guys, it's fine. You can take it. Like I can loot on my own. You
Oo
know.
nga eh. Always trying to gain favors when they know that it's a girl that's playing, pero it shouldn't be. Ako, I'm not really nice to players who suck. So,
Oh, I'm not nice too.
oh,
Don't play
para,
nice.
so I mean, ako, my cup of tea is Rainbow Six Siege. So
Ah, Tom
pag if
Clancy.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. So if I know, kasi this is open mic, meaning I need you to talk when it comes to ano.
yeah,
So
because
there
it's a
are,
strategic ano eh.
kasi parang you need to call
Yeah.
out everything. Kumbaga,
Coordinates and stuff. Like
oo.
yeah.
So yun, may tao doon, huwag kang pumunta doon, yan. So ganun ka hectic yun. So pero thankfully, there are no, I haven't encountered a female na yun nga, yung term mo, Alexa, yung pabebe. Walang ganon. Mostly sila parang, pag alam nilang they fucked up, they would say, I'm sorry, ganyan. Pero, there will be instances that another male player would um, would jump on that na parang, kasi, di ba? Yan. Ako lang sasabihin ko, dude, seriously, di ba? So, pero yung sa akin, it's not about women. You said sorry kasi yung ganyan. Pero you don't treat them also, yung caveat naman is parang, just because they're female, you don't treat them differently. Di ba? We're done with treating them badly. Pag babae naman, wag mo naman sabihin, pare babae yan. Di ba?
That's also bad.
Ayun nga, di ba?
Yeah.
That's also, it's as worse as treating them for their gender. It's as worse as treating them good because of their gender too. So let's remove the gender kung magaling talaga, di ba? Kung magaling ka talaga, ba't purihin mo? Not because, ang galing-galing mo naman, Alexa! Wow! Yung parang alam mo na eh. Di ba? May tono eh, no? So ano bang gusto mo?
I mean, like if I'm playing like a moron, like you should like call me. Oh my god, you're a moron. not like not sugarcoat it in a way. Like if I'm playing really bad, like I'm gonna need to tell me, yo, Alexa, what the hell?
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Yun. So dapat ganon, 'di ba? Equal. I mean, we're not even, let's just remove the equality word kasi yung iba na turn off doon. Let's just treat them as gamers. Kumbaga sa skill-based, mostly naman skill-based, 'di ba?
Walang sugarcoat na, hindi okay lang yan, bawi ka na lang.
Oo nga.
Bobo, sabihan mo, ang bobo mo naman, ganun. No, seriously.
Diba? Mga bobo!
Wag kayong
medyo nice naman ako ng konti. Mostly kasi I don't have the privilege to be like super high skilled. So but yeah, just parang regardless of gender, para sa akin naman may other layer of regardless of skill level din pre kasi hello baka nagsisimula naman lang talaga. Turuan mo na lang kasi sa
baka naman kasi normal game lang, diba?
Baka
Normal
naman, baka naman casual lang kasi siya na tinatry lang niya maging parang,
that's true.
Parang
ang tawag dyan, positive feedback.
Oo.
Minsan kasi may ganun
constructive
normal game.
criticism.
Minsan kasi normal game. Normal game lang. Tapos
normal lang.
grabe sila, galit na galit talaga sila.
Oo. Yun yung kasi naalala ko, sinusubo ako mag-rank sa LoL nun eh. Tapos parang, grabe kung magalit naman tong mga to, parang bronze pa lang kayo. chill. Yung, pero I mean, just to add lang siguro, parang, at least, if at kung hindi rin naman sa skill level, tratuhin nyo na lang na parang, at least help them be better. Yun.
Oo naman.
Yeah,
parang sabi nga ni Kratos, kay Atreus, don't say, don't be sorry, be better.
Boy. So yun. The thing with Filipino gaming, since we mentioned yun nga, yung what do you call this, yung treating gamers and all that. So this will be also an upcoming episode of ours. Alexa, you played with international players, diba?
I did.
Okay.
Manila Cup 2016.
Okay. So international players. Let's just talk about online. When it comes to toxicity in general, kumpara sa Western players, our Filipino game is really toxic.
Is Filipino more toxic? Is that?
Kumbaga pagdating sa...
yeah, actually, especially in Dota 2. Especially, oh my God, like the Filipinos in Dota 2 is just so intense. Like, bobo mid ako. Like, and then like no one can stop them, like from getting what they want. And like if you don't give them what they want, they're just gonna start feeding. They don't care. They really don't care. That's why outside of the country, people call us Pinoys because Pinoy are so noisy. That's why they call us Pinoys.
They can actually tell me like if we're playing with a Filipino or not. I've had some of my friends abroad and even journalists from Southeast Asia. Like for example, when they asked me, because the first time we met, and I was like, "Hi, hi, my name's Nadine. I'm from Rappler from the Philippines," and they're like, right, tangin mo," and they just greet me with tangin mo. Oh my god, I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Parang naalala ko yun sa isang I think it was an international event or something. Na it's already a meme na the first interview. So say anything from the Filipino fans, and then he curses in Filipino. I was like, okay.
We're so toxic. Everyone knows us now. It's like it's our trademark.
It's like we claimed it. It's like we already claimed it.
We're trademark toxic. The most toxic region.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that other countries this is not toxic, because whenever I play and they find out that like I'm a Filipino, like I remember I had a teammate, I don't know him, but like I just queued up with him and he got disconnected, and literally they started saying, Filipino, clean house, na maid, bad internet, bad PC, can't afford, and I'm like, oh my god. They just start saying, Filipino people, like they can't afford internet, they can't afford good
That's
PC.
just not toxicity anymore. That's racism.
Like, that's racism. I'm like, yo, calm down.
So
we're not even sure if it's Filipino.
So
we don't even know if it's Filipino.
I mean, that's even more dangerous to be a female gamer in international, diba? Filipino made and all that.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we'll wrap up there. Pero I want you guys to probably give a final message to not only female gamer fans or female gamer listeners, but also to the male listeners. Because I think most of them are hearing this for the first time, or some of them are not even
Mhm.
aware that they're being very hurtful or something like that. Just a final message from you. Let's start with you, Alexa.
Okay. I guess for all the female gamers, just do your thing. Don't be discouraged. Like if you go in a tournament and you're the only girl there, because I get that a lot. And yes, people there, everyone there would probably look at you like you're in the wrong place. But as long as you know your lane and you know what you're doing, do you. Don't listen to anybody. If you want to stream but you're scared, just do it. For all the male gamers out there, or just listeners, I would say just try to at least be decent, if not kind. Because I mean, you'd never know. Maybe it's not just female you're playing against with. Maybe there are kids, around the video game community, and you can be seeing some vile stuff, and there are kids that can be reading that.
That,
So just be mindful of everything.
yep. But don't be extra
Mm-hmm.
nice,
Yeah.
okay, to female.
Don't be extra nice. Like be
Be
mean.
fair. Be fair.
Be fair. If you're gonna be an ass to that one person, and then that girl is also bad, just be an ass.
Ah, okay, Nadine, ikaw naman.
Um. Oh, I guess. I mean, for female gamers, I'd like to believe that we've been through this. We know what's happening. We go through the same thing all the time. So, Alexa already said, just do your thing, but also at the same time, support your fellow female gamers. If they're female streamers, support each other. If you're a female competitor, support each other, help each other. Really, give each other a boost, because as of the moment we have nobody to take we have nobody but ourselves to really just help out. And no one's going to we are our own support group, kumbaga. And that's it for female gamers. I mean, andito na tayo eh. Nothing can stop us from doing the things that we love. So the best that we can do for each other, and the best that we could do to help our situation, is to help each other out and give each other a boost. At the same time, for male gamers, I don't want to believe that every male gamer out there is, sexist and toxic and rude and everything. But at the same time, though, um, if you have a friend, or if you know someone who treats women rudely in games, or if you've seen a friend who's been sexist to someone, who's been sexist to a female gamer, or even the LGBTQ community, sama na natin sila.
Oh,
If you've seen anyone who's been rude to to us, to marginalized gamers, kumbaga, it's up to you as well to stand up and say something, and say, pare, wag ganyan. Okay? Manlalaro din yung mga yan. We understand that um, we women, we can push through on our own, but at the same time, it's not good for you to just be to be bystanders and not say anything, not and don't let this toxic masculinity just you know keep
happen.
going keep going for long periods of time, because one day you'll have a daughter, one day your sister might be a victim of it, one day your daughter might be a victim to it, one day your wife or your girlfriend might be a victim to it. So you have to stand up and say something as well. It's we're all in this together, kumbaga, in wanting to get rid of this toxicity. And I guarantee you, if if we help each other out in the community, then we're gonna see we're gonna see better competitors. We're going to see a better environment where talagang we can work on our skills without having to be scared of people judging us, or having to be scared of being judged for our gender whatsoever, etc., etc. That's it. So women, help each other out. Men, teach the other dudes how it's supposed to be done. That's it.
Yep. Okay. Rainier, Any last messages from you, Pal?
Thank you, Alexa, and thank you, Nadine. I think kaya tawag dun sa mga taong yung trolls talagang they need to go out more. And like what I said a while ago, it's already 2018. Come on, people. Alam na natin na everybody games. Wala na, that gender is not a issue anymore. Let's just play more games. Yun na lang sa akin.
Sa akin lang siguro final message ko lang is I think they've said enough when it comes to fellow gamers, fellow female gamers, and also male gamers and all that. So alam nyo na ang gagawin. Just follow what they said. Sa akin lang, I mean, I'll try to reach out to a different group here. It's the parents. So if you see your daughter probably going into games, huwag niyo discourage. Kasi this is like everyone, all of us have said here, it's 2018. So ang mga trabaho ngayon is not only for male or ang gaming hindi lang para sa lalaki yan, at hindi nababawasan ng pagkababae ng anak nyo if you stop them from or if you let them game. Kasi ngayon your daughter could be the next champion of the international. Million yan. So hindi biro yan. That includes you being proud of your daughter for being who she is or following what she wants. Don't discourage them. Encourage them more, whatever they follow, if it's gaming or whatever. Okay. So when I mean, your daughter might be interested in casting. So announcing or doing commentary on a specific game. So let's introduce your daughters to a more gaming-friendly environment. Huwag nating sabihin na parang, katulad ng pangalan ng podcast ito, hindi lang puro kalaro yan. So, hindi lang puro laro yan. It usually evolves into something else because, like I said, the internet and gaming is on the forefront of technology. Walang magandang PC, walang magandang computer kung hindi maganda ang game. Walang magandang website kung ang gaming hindi ginaya. Walang magandang graphics na nakikita niyo sa TV niyo mismo kung hindi nagsimula sa gaming.
And remember, di ba degrees na in gaming?
Oo, exactly. Di ba? So, kayo rin, nag-brick game kayo noon, hindi naman kayo pinig. So, kung nakikita niyo yung anak niyo na babae na pina-follow tong path na to, huwag niyo silang pigilan. Kasi dito lang, it may be the future of our country when it comes to gaming. We have the most online. Tayo number 1 sa Facebook, tayo number 1 na nanonood sa YouTube. In the future, tayo number 1 na nagpapadala sa mga gaming tournaments na yan, particularly yung mga female gamers natin. So let's not stop them. Let's nurture the culture and everything. So yeah, I think that's it. We'd love having Alexa and Nadine back to Puro Kalaro. Okay lang ba sa inyo yan?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Good to hear. So that's it. You have a great day and wag kang puro kalaro.